Self-isolation blues.
Self-isolation.
Let's sing it. Let's make some lyrics up. Sweeping across the nation, staying home with my 6,000-pound Les Paul. Life ain't so bad.
And if we have three of them. Hey, welcome to Andertons TV, Self-Isolation Upside Downstairs.
Are you 60 this year?
I certainly am.
Are you? I know
Yes.
you are, Pete.
Yeah.
Hands up, anyone else out there who is 60 this year? Yes. Well, if you are, you share a birthday with one of the most iconic rock and roll guitars of all time. That's correct. The 1960 Les Paul Standard. Probably most famously known for being the guitar that Eric Clapton used when he was in the Blues Breakers on that the Beano album, what became known as the Beano album. That was a 1960 Les Paul Standard. And that's correct. This year, following on from the 58, which was which was sort of celebrated with the 60th anniversary one in 2018, then in 2019 the 59, and here we are, the 60. Oh, goodness me.
Dude, they are absolutely gorgeous.
They are gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. Funny colours they've got.
Well,
colour names. But.
So, I mean, I know you've heard this story a million times if you watch this a lot, but if you haven't, the Les Paul, which came out in the early 50s in its sort of initial form, like, you know, gold top with a different kind of tailpiece and P90s and all that kind of stuff. And then in 1958, the very first burst ones came out. Humbuckers, these burst finishes.
It bursted out on the scene.
Yeah, 59, Gibson opted to go for the more flamey maple tops rather than the plainer ones in 58. 60 was really a continuation of that. We started to see things like the necks get a bit slimmer like that. But why? By the end of 1960, it just wasn't that popular, so it just got ditched, and the SG replaced it.
What, completely?
Yeah.
What?
And I don't think it came back out until Les
Surely
Paul.
64. I've heard of people having 66.
I thought it was 68 was when the.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. I wasn't born then, so don't shoot me.
And yet the craziest thing, you know, I mean, I still think, you know, much as I love my Strats and Tellys, and I think they're curvy and they're beautiful, I think visually, think that the burst Les Paul Standard is the most beautiful musical instrument
Perfect shape
of
you
all
would say.
time. You know, I mean,
It's
I
just
said I know there's plenty of other beautiful instruments now, but nothing quite for me sort of evokes
Nothing compares.
that sense of just desire.
I mean, look at this. Look at the top on this one.
Yeah.
Just as I'm sitting with it.
Right. So for
interesting.
2020.
Yeah. This is pretty cool, actually. I
2020.
like the way they've done
Yes, there are 6 new models or variants, if you like, of this Les Paul. And that's because during that year, the neck had 3 sort of fairly significant transitions. They probably weren't like, oh, as of this Monday, we're changing the neck to this. It was probably more of a sort of a... Gradual, that was the word. But, so we have 3 here. We have the V1. If you look in the descriptions, you'll notice guitars called a 1960 V1. So V1 is supposed to replicate the sort of the first third of the year's production, where it really was the same as the 59. So if you've tried one of these, tried one of last year's 59 60th anniversary reissues, it's going to feel pretty identical.
I'll say it's tiny bit slimmer.
Would you?
Tiny bit slimmer
than the 59s you've played?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it feels maybe.
So,
Ever
and
so slightly.
2 beautiful colours. So I've got the deep cherry burst. I don't know what Pete's got.
I've got the antiquity burst. Sorry, antiquity burst. That was the one.
That's good.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful, and we'll have a proper strum on these. Then we go the second third of the year, and I've got to check my serial numbers as to which is which. 3, 4, 4. That's the last one. Right. So this V2, which we'll come to in a minute, which I've got in lemon orange, and what have you got?
I've got it in tomato soup.
Was not what they originally called
No,
it.
tomato
We'll talk about
soup, and that's this one here. This is really light, man.
Yeah. That goes to what they call as a 60s Slim C.
Yeah.
So that might be more
definitely.
reminiscent of what you might find on a modern Les Paul Standard, you know, because they talk about this idea of a Slim C.
That I would say.
And then V3, the final part of the year, and this is actually the one that the Beano would have been. Holy mother, look at the flame on that, Peter.
Oh, darling.
Crikey, I've just caught it in the angle. Anyway, so V3
You caught it
is, I caught it in the angle grinder. Ooh. That's got,
Look at that flame.
the skinny C next. That's the thinnest one, and we'll talk as we go through them. And that's, again, in 2 colours. I've got washed bourbon burst.
I've got a wide tomato burst. Well, I've got all the tomatoes.
Oh, you've got a wider burst, yeah. So
look at that. Dude, look at that flame.
just in case you're wondering, you can't mix and match the necks and the colours. This is a set selection for 2020. So, you know, whatever neck you want, you've got 2 colour options. And if you happen to, you know, if you don't, you know, if you want one colour with a different neck, I'm guessing there's still a route to do that through a full made-to-measure custom shop thing, but it won't be part of this 60th anniversary collection. Right.
Can I quickly just point something out as well? Because on the second half, on the V2s and V3s, there's another little change that you might be able to spot on these 2 guitars. This one over. Have you look at the knobs, Lee?
Knobbage. Look at the knobs.
Look at the knobs. Let's see if I can hold them
yes,
up a
I
bit
can
closer.
see. Even from this distance, but it's very difficult to see. But no, you can. You
Normal.
can see you've got the silver tops on the later ones, haven't you? So
Yes, you
V2
have.
and V3.
Yes, you
and
have.
that's correct. They did indeed change those knobs. Everything else about the guitar, by the way, is true historic Gibson spec.
My God, this looks a bit like yours, actually.
No, it doesn't.
Well, actually,
mine's
in
much yellower than that, isn't
the
it?
camera is probably adding a bit of orange.
Oh, is it?
looks
Picking
like.
out the red a bit more.
So, because when I'm looking at it here, it looks more...
So let's start with the V1s then, Pete. I said true historic specs, so all the hide glues and the long tenon necks and the sort of correct plastic parts and all that kind of crazy stuff. The bursts, by the way, are all sort of recreations of the ways in which original bursts kind of came out and faded and stuff like that. So I don't believe that there was last year, I think, on the 59, there was this sense of you had factory burst, didn't you? Kind of like, what did it look like when it came out?
Yeah.
Whereas I think these are sort of all kind of like versions of people's favourite bursts over the years.
Yeah.
There we are.
And talking of a burst, they've got Burstbucker 3...
Custom buckers.
Custom buckers, sorry.
Custom bucker Alnico 3s.
Yeah, sorry. So that wasn't actually, that didn't lead to anything.
What were you going to...
Oh, you
were trying to do a segue.
I was going to segue. That was a bad segue.
All unpotted pickups as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you're again a guitar nerdy geek, you'll know that if potting a pickup means putting it in liquid wax and then taking it out and letting the wax solidify, and it tends to make a guitar less microphonic. But these are not potted; they are as they would have been in the day.
Yeah.
So any acoustic sort of nuance that an unpotted pickup adds.
Talking to them. Like,
absolutely.
Almost.
Anyway, come on, Pete.
Yes.
Blow me away with, and let's talk about neck profiles and how they change. So.
Yes, I mean, at the moment, this feels like a 59, but as I said earlier, I think it feels slightly slimmer. But it's really comfortable, man. Honestly, I really like this. It's just lovely. This is clean, no other thing than straight into the V40.
We're using load boxes and speaker simulators here for these sort of two-room fangs, but they're good ones. I've got an aux, Pete's got a tube amp expander, so hopefully what you're hearing is pretty authentic.
Spend a bit of time setting them up as well. So. Oh, that's just on the neck pickup. Sounds so good, doesn't it? It's lovely. But you can definitely hear that sort of open. The way I sort of listen to pickups is that when you hear an unpotted pickup, it sounded more like unpotted. My God, I'm trying to find my words.
Easy for you to say.
Humbucker pickup sounds a little bit more like a single coil. Does that make sense?
Well, they're relatively low output humbuckers, these, aren't they? All those old sort of PAFs. So there wouldn't ever be this sense of it being like an aggressive.
But it does make it. Does it make sense? But I don't know. So. On the back.
No pedal.
No pedal.
Ah, it sounds
no pedal.
wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked.
But we can put a Durple on for the back pickup. Oh, it sounds good, doesn't it?
It is literally, you know, we've talked about this kind of these sort of oh man, I can't. Pete and I can't even speak. 'Cause isolation kicking in.
Yeah,
but. How it is that the more expensive guitars get, the more you have to pay just to get like a little bit. Diminishing law of returns is what it is.
Yeah.
And I can't in my head, I'm sitting here thinking a Les Paul Standard, like a normal, if there is such a thing, normal Les Paul Standard, which is 2,000 quid, and is great. It's absolutely great. And every time I pick one up, I'm like, it's a wicked guitar like that. Okay, so one of these is nearly 3 times as much. And it's like totally bonkers, like 3 times as much. Are you kidding me? And yet, once you've played one, you're just like, oh no!
Yeah, you get it.
I have to find 3 times as much. But it's that little extra that just makes a great guitar into a magic guitar, where I don't know. I mean, that's how I feel about my. And I'm not saying that's a new thing with these anniversary ones. I'm saying, that's how I feel about my custom shop Les Paul. It's like it was a lot more. You know, it was like double, even then, double what a standard would cost.
Yeah,
but.
I can't stop playing it. You know what I mean?
Anyway, put some gain on and let's get some...
gunshot.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, when we're mixing this, we can mute the
Oh, we
lapel
are,
mics. 'Cause
absolutely.
I'm hearing a bit of string.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. Because listen
How
to
loud
this.
it is
How loud it is
acoustically,
with
yeah.
acoustically. Turn everything down.
It's crazy resonant, man. Crazy resonant. Oh, gosh.
Let's hear yours.
So,
man.
well, they're the same guitar. I mean, I've got different pedals and,
Yeah, we
and a slightly
we play
different amp,
differently.
and we play different. You're right, but so I'll take everything off. So. I mean, the action is low, right? I mean, but like just comfortably like butter low. I get much more excited about old Les Pauls than I do about old Strats. I don't know what it is. So I love
You say
that
old, it's
lower,
not older.
well, you know what I mean. I love that lower output bridge pickup that's not too honky because it's not like got that pickaxe. Sustain for days.
Look at this flame.
I've been messing around trying to find like what's my favourite drive pedal with this, and I think I've got like the Dane. I think is sounding good.
It's feeding back with no.
We've got no
amps in
speed.
the room.
We've got no amps, no speeds in the
speakers.
room, so that is all natural sustain. I mean, it physically can't feed back, can it? Like.
Wow.
Flip me. I mean,
That's insane.
Wouldn't I love to be playing this guitar through an actual, getting some feedback?
Can't wait till we're back to that.
So look, I will just tell you, obviously every one of these guitars is going to vary very slightly in colour and weight. So what Andertons does, here's the beautiful case that you get with these. Look at the shine on that. Someone's literally gone over it with shoe polish, I think. It's beautiful.
Buff.
So inside your beautiful Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul case, which still has no blanket, Mark.
No, bring back the blanket.
Bring back the blanket. I can't even say it.
Bring
Bring back the blanket. But it is all pink inside. You've got some cool stuff. So Andertons, this is only from Andertons, by the way. Andertons sends you a USB stick and a nice little postcard. And on this USB stick is all of the photography that we take of this guitar to list it on our website. So there's about, 10 or 20 photographs on here, unique to this guitar, all, done on a posh camera. And that's yours to keep, do with what you like, make a screensaver out of it, whatever. And if you go to our website, all of these guitars are individually photographed and weighed. So if you have a particular penchant for a certain thing, you get a different, if you want to, you can replace the 60th anniversary cavity sort of cover on the back. Perhaps if Pete flips his over, you'll know what I mean. So you've got a little special anniversary cover behind the pickup switch.
I showed it earlier as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can replace that with a black plastic one if you want to. And you also get this rather lovely 60th anniversary certificate. There you are, which is serial numbered.
Have you noticed there's a little plastic on the top of the paper? On
yes.
that? Isn't that great? So you don't get sticky fingers on it.
And just as a reminder, the pickup selector tip, plastic tip, actually doesn't come screwed to the guitar. That'll be in the pocket. And I think that's something to do with just making sure that it can't get damaged in transit. Anyway.
Also, people steal them from the shop.
So
they steal them.
That's that. Let's go on to V2 then, Mr. Pete.
I am on mine already, and look at that flame.
Sorry. V2 is. I can't see the serial number
You need
in
to
this
start
light.
glasses, Lee.
It's just so dark in here. 432.
One.
482, sorry, 482, that's that one. Okay, so I want that one. This is V2. So we're now into sort of, I guess, kind of May, June, July 1960 production, and a slightly thinner neck. Go for it, Pete.
So I'll tell you what I did, Lee. I
What did
put
you
them
do?
in. I put them in 1, 2, 3 lines, so I knew which was which.
Well, that's good preparation. Like a Boy Scout.
Like a
Be
Boy Scout.
prepared.
Okay, so this. Look at the flame on this guy.
It's a mother.
Isn't that just amazing? So again, same specs as the other one, apart from the neck, which is slightly slimmer.
It's marginal, isn't it?
That's the. Is that the V? Sorry, the C. So
Slim C
Slim
as
C.
opposed to skinny C.
I'd say it's a slim. This is slim.
I think this is what you get on a current Les Paul standard 60s.
Yeah,
I would go
I
with.
think so. And you get the silver top knobs. I don't know how much.
Oh, it's on fire!
So, but have a listen. This is back to the clean.
Can definitely hear that 1mm, slightly less thick neck tone coming through there.
That's great.
Is that no pedals?
No pedals.
It's such a organically flipping great sound.
It
Those
is.
two, that just
Middle position. These seems a little bit hotter, these pickups, but hey, man, it's the.
they are the same.
They are the same. But that's why, you know, playing guitars and listening to them. Back pickup.
Want.
Yeah, it just wants to go, doesn't it? Let's try some Dane. Sorry.
No, I shouldn't have interrupted.
It's
You were
fine.
in your.
Let's try the gunshot. It's rocking.
Mate,
It is.
It's that whole. I think when you went from the Durple to the Dane, it's the same thing as going from like a Les Paul standard to a custom shop. It's like it's 4 times the price or 5 times the price, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's like, but it is.
And there's just more. It's
It's
just
like, there it is.
There it is.
How bad do you want?
I mean, just
how
that.
bad do you want it?
Just that. That.
If you want that extra inch, you've got to pay for the best surgeon. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Shall I play a little bit of this one?
Yeah, let's have a listen to it. How do you feel the neck is?
I mean, it's so marginal, but if anything, rather than feeling necessarily thinner, the word I would sort of describe it as is almost flatter feeling.
That's correct.
But I'm talking about the back rather than so. Yeah, I mean, it's so personal, isn't it? What you, I think I'd probably
I prefer the
slightly
version 1.
prefer the first neck
Yeah.
to this one, but. Oh man, I mean, I was messing around with pedals to see. I might have to put the plimsoll back on this board because I'm missing that kind of. I mean, that's loads of gain. Well, that's 2 pedals and lots of gain, but
I think that's a bit too much gain.
probably a bit too much. Hard to tell in the headphones, but
It sounds great, though.
Yes. Oh, flipping hell. I mean, again, I'm always, when I swap necks, I tend to have like an immediate preference, and then like 2 minutes later, I'm just like, oh, I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you can just get on with it. You know, you learn how to just play that.
I should say as well, and this won't last for long, but right at last probably October time, when Gibson said, right, last chance, if you guys want to dive in and get any more 59s, you can schedule them to be built now. So we did, and I think we've just had our last delivery of 59s.
Oh, really?
So it's a bit weird, even though they probably were built in 2020, but they're still part of the 2019 kind of 59 collection.
Yeah.
So if you, for a short period until they sell out, there's maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 of the 59 reissues still left in stock as well.
No,
exactly the same kind of vibe as these, but just based on the 59. Oh. So let's go
Eskimo.
Beano. Let's go Beano. Who was your favourite character in the Beano, Pete?
Well, that's not...
Dennis the Menace?
I'm too Danish for that, I think.
The Bash Street Boys. Was it Bash Street
I'm
Boys?
too Danish, man. I'm telling you, I don't think we ever had that.
Who was the very posh English one? Can't remember.
In tune. I don't know. Yeah, you have to tell me. This is definitely a slimmer neck.
Oh, it's marginal though, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I think there's even less of a difference between this and this than there was between this and this.
No, but between the first one and the third one, definitely.
Maybe a tiny bit skinnier down at the chord end. Oh, I've got chorus on. What
Take me
there?
down to the Paradise City.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, that's not the last chord, though.
Is it?
Oh, yeah, I couldn't hear it properly.
Take me down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? That's exactly how it goes.
You play that?
And I'm available for Axl Rose tribute bar mitzvahs.
You can do them
anytime.
You can do what is it called? A Zoom bar mitzvah gig.
How bad would that be?
Remote wedding
yeah.
gig.
No, let's not go there.
So I don't think the difference is enough between these two. Yeah, it is. You know, I think you need to come and play these 2 guitars. I can tell you that V1 and V3 are definitely different, and V1 and V2 are also different. But between these two, as you say, I don't think there's enough.
Although I don't know what it is. I mean, I've just sort of instantly maybe gravitated towards V3 more than I did V2.
Yeah,
but it's so weird because there's just literally.
You play a bit so we can hear what it sounds like, please.
It's not very rare, but quite rare, where I just go, I don't want to turn any of my pedals on. I'm actually happiest with the sound.
How nice.
It's just it. It's where it is.
I mean, there's not much to say other than these guitars are absolutely wonderful and they're not cheap.
Man, that is a wicked burst. Yours is an unusual burst, isn't it? What did you call it? Wide tomato?
Wide tomato.
I mean, it's definitely the widest of the bursts.
Quite wide here, yeah.
And that almost... There will absolutely be fans of guitar players over the years who've had that kind of wider burst, but it's not my favourite one.
No, me neither.
I mean, I think I like I don't have like a dark brown burst. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. Maybe it's timely.
Yeah.
For another
time
Les
to
Paul.
tell my wife that, I've just cancelled the summer holidays. I've just bought another... Not that we're having a summer holiday this year.
No, nobody is. So maybe you can spend the money on a guitar instead. Woohoo!
So... crikey. Now, I should say again, the hand-built nature of these guitars means that no two are going to look identical. So absolutely make sure you see, if you can't make it to a store to choose one of these and you're just going to take the plunge online, make sure you look at the photos and get them close up and really make sure that the one that you're getting is the one you like. But I've got to be honest with you, there isn't really... There's not a bad one here. There's just ones I like
are all
the look
really
of
nice.
more than others.
They play and sound, all of these sound amazing. And I'm just going to say here, so we've got V1 over here. The serial number of this one over here is 00488. That's this one.
So you got 488.
488.
My number one is 00551. So all the 6 guitars that we've got here come with free fingerprints from Pete and I.
Yeah, this is V2, which is 00119 in tomato soup.
119. You got an early one there then. So I've got here
that's really nice.
00482 in lemon orange.
And this one is the white tomato. Tomato. Potato burst.
You say tomato.
I still want somebody to do a bacon burst, man. I still want that. This has got serial number 00448.
And I've got washed bourbon burst. Did you say bourbon or bourbon? Bourbon.
What do you say,
I
bourbon
think if
biscuits?
it was a packet of biscuits, it would be bourbon biscuits.
I need a haircut, man.
Anyway, this is 00344.
Look at that hair. That's beautiful.
Holy Mother.
So we jam out, Lee.
Holy Mother. I think we should. I'm going to go with V. What have you got?
This is 3.
You've gone 3.
Dude, I could play any of these. They're all great, honestly.
Well,
personally, I prefer the larger neck, but any of these I will do.
I think I kind of instantly thought I liked V1, but after like a few seconds of playing V3, I thought I liked that one too. But I'm going to go V1. You go V3. Sorry, V2. Not leaving you out for any reason other than you're the middle child and you always get left out.
You know what? I'm going to play the V2.
Oh, you are. You're feeling like you're going to give the middle sister some love.
Because I've got 3 kids, so I know what it's like. Here we go.
I know. Hang on. Don't. Oh.
I mean, look at that, Lee. This is probably the best flame.
Is it?
Look.
No, I don't know. I take your flame and I raise you my flame.
Flame
it's
on.
a great looking guitar. Flame on.
Flame on. Flame on. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching, everybody. One of our another lockdown videos, upstairs, downstairs.
I'm into this. I was saying to Pete the other, I'm into. We did an ESP unboxing video, and some of the banter and the frivolity started to come back, even though we're separated.
Yeah. It's going to be weird getting back together.
Well, I've actually enjoyed sitting in a room where I don't have to smell you.
But I wear Jean Paul Gaultier, man.
Yeah.
The ones that are out of date, that's the one I wear. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. My name is Pete.
My name is Lee.
And see you soon.
This is
Please like and
Andertons
subscribe.
TV.
Andertons TV. Whoop, whoop. I can't figure this out. It's the wrong way around. Look.
I know.
Oh, there's.
No, I was just pointing to the logo on the wall behind me.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
You're trying to point... Other corner. Other corner will be where the watermark is.
No, I'm trying to...
Oh, you're trying to just get the finger on the drumstick. What about... Can you get finger on the
There you
booby?
go.
Can you get finger on the booby?
That's the... Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
What are we playing?
I don't know.